Roblox is an online, massively multiplayer game set in an open world, and it's been steadily gaining popularity ever since it was released in 2006. With so many people in-game at any given time, hijinks are sure to follow. Before we dig into these funny Roblox moments, be sure to hit that subscribe button for fresh, new content from the gamer. Gentle with Baby. Roblox is a world that's full of possibilities. With so many people playing at any given time, a player is sure to run across a diverse assortment of other players. From wings to purple hair, the options are near endless if you have the Robux to spend. On top of multiple online players, there are an assortment of games to entertain even the most persnickety player. Some of the games available in Roblox allow players to be a baby, while others can choose to adopt babies, be a baby in a daycare, or find a baby. Yes, a baby lost in the expansive house, and that baby is in need of being found. That said, most players understand that babies in real life are fragile beings that must be treated with the utmost care. Sometimes this sentiment transfers over to gameplay. Other times, not so much, even in spite of a player's good intentions. It appears as though this particular player is attempting to pick up the baby on the floor and place it on a table. What starts off as a gentle attempt quickly turns into throwing the baby onto the table and launching it into the floor head first. Oh well, at least he tried to be gentle. Surprise adoption. Speaking of babies, not everyone in Roblox wants to be a baby, and sometimes Roblox players want to adopt a baby. In an open world where players can determine how they want to interact with the game, there is more than one way to go about playing on Roblox. From jailbreaks to natural disasters, there's plenty to keep any player busy. What if a player wants a baby? There are plenty of mini-games to adopt and raise a baby if playing house is the sort of experience that a player is looking for. There are also opportunities for players to become an actual baby in a daycare and experience life from a baby's point of view. But what if a player wants a baby and doesn't want to adopt and raise one? One imaginative player decided to take a stroll about town in search of a baby of their own. Rolling over unsuspecting players with a stroller, this player snatches up other players to play the part of the baby. Eventually, it seemed as though other players caught on, and after a swift costume change, the player was back in the game as a sheep looking to snatch up others to play baby. Watch out for that evil sheep. Explosive. Exploring the Roblox world is to be expected of any player. With so many games to enjoy, there is plenty to see in the Roblox universe. While some games are more tame than most, others really attempt to put a player's avatar through harrowing experiences for fun and entertainment. There are, of course, some players that enjoy difficult challenges in the Roblox world, and there are certainly numerous games for them to delve into. Games like Natural Disaster Survival and Jailbreak give players plenty of opportunities to test their Roblox skills and see if they can survive. Speedruns are other challenging levels that push players to try and survive the level. Other games seem to have a series of dangerous obstacle courses that players can explore as well. In other words, dangerous obstacles and thrill-seeking games can be found at every turn in Roblox, proving that there really is something for every gamer. In this clip, one player attempts to climb a sky-high tower in order to reach the purple blocks above. His friends are cheering him on and attempting to help him by giving advice on how to best approach climbing that teetering tower. The player nearly makes it when all of a sudden, he explodes. Looks like he won't be finishing that climb. You're the disaster. Several natural disaster survival games exist within the Roblox world with different natural disasters to survive through, such as fires and tornadoes. It appears to be a popular game amongst players, and who could blame them? The ultimate goal is to survive and not just one round. Bragging rights are naturally a given to anyone that has the skill to survive multiple rounds of a punishing natural disaster game. If disaster games are what a player is looking for, they certainly have plenty of options. Want to survive through a hotel fire? Have the skill to survive flaming fireballs falling from the sky? Ever think you have the skill to survive a horror movie? Roblox has it all available for any player to explore at any time. This player appears to be quite the skilled expert when it comes to surviving natural disasters. In fact, they go through several levels of disaster survival with success, while numerous other Robloxians fall victim to the natural disaster that was trying to take them all out. Unfortunately, this player decided to celebrate just a little bit, and that was probably a huge mistake, as out of nowhere, he suddenly explodes and puts a swift end to his win streak. Duck, duck, duck. If you've ever wanted to ride an elevator endlessly and discover everything there is to see on every single floor, the elevator Roblox games are probably for you. In fact, the elevator games are kind of like a surprise gift. A player never knows what each floor may hold in store for them, and they simply have to wait until that door opens. Sometimes what's behind the door can be terrifying. Other times, it's a small adventure awaiting behind closed doors, like a scene from a famous movie recreated in the Roblox world. Then there are the strange elevator games, which can also be fun. A player never knows what awaits behind those closed doors. In one version of the elevator game, Kirby awaits players as the door opens up and he attempts to suck them all up, the goal being not to be eaten by Kirby. This clip starts off normally enough, with several players waiting on the elevator doors to open. What awaits them behind that ominous door? A few of the players are clearly not worried. In fact, they're even dancing as they wait for the elevator to stop. When the door opens, the players are met with ducks. That's right, hundreds and hundreds of ducks raining down from the skies. Why? Instant karma. While nearly anything is possible in the Roblox world, some players just want to lead a normal virtual life. Players can go shopping, get jobs, go to the salon, and get a makeover. Not everything in Roblox is ridiculously strange or terrifying, and that's okay. Roblox is fun because of all the different playstyles that the users come up with in their online communities. Interestingly, even when the possibilities are near endless, simple tasks can be fun on their own if a player needs a break from speedruns and natural disasters. In fact, going to the grocery store and simply driving around seems to entertain a lot of players in the Roblox community, and there are certainly a lot of vehicles available for players to drive. Jet skis, helicopters, police cars are also available for players to cruise around in if they so choose. These players seem to like the bright green coloring of the burrito van as they drive around a near-empty parking lot. There's one problem, however. The guy in the red shirt behind the van is their friend, and they've left him behind. He screams as he runs after the van, and it looks as though his giggling friends are in the clear. That is, right until they run over a curb and crash the van. Bad makeover. Just like in real life, players can customize how they look and find their own style. When creating an avatar, players can use the free clothing, accessories, and faces to make their avatar look however they would like. A lot of the players in the game have customized their avatars to their liking. The Roblox universe also has numerous salons for players to visit in order to have someone else give their avatar a makeover. For the most part, players can have a say in the final look of their avatar. Salons in Roblox hire a number of stylists to work for them, and it is best to tell your stylist how you would like your avatar to look. However, some brave players allow the stylist to have more free reign over how their avatar will look in the end. This may or may not be a mistake depending on the stylist that day. A purple-haired customer comes to this salon with a voucher that says, "Make me anything." And as it turns out, their stylist is full on troll mode that day. The customer does request rainbow hair, but they don't give any more information on what they're looking for. The stylist gives them rainbow hair, but it probably wasn't the style they wanted. Jail fail. In real life, most people don't want to go to prison. It's not exactly seen as a vacation, and it's certainly not a game. In Roblox, prison is a game, escaping from prison to be more precise. Players can either be a cop or prisoner, and the goal is for prisoners to escape and the police to capture them and send them back to jail. Some prison break games give incentives to the police force in order to ensure that they do their job. In doing so, some of the police force take their jobs very seriously and attempt to stop the prisoners from escaping prison. In order to escape, a player must have plenty of skill when it comes to evading capture and may even have to utilize a helicopter or steal a police car to escape. One such prisoner escaped alongside several others, but she was instantly targeted by one cop with a taser. He soon caught up to her and subdued her, leaving her lying on the grass. But the cop couldn't seem to actually finish the capture of the prisoner. In fact, he ends up chasing her around and repeatedly tasing her well into the Roblox night. There's no word on whether or not he ever captured her. Bad drivers. Driving in real life takes a lot of practice and skill in order to become the best driver possible. This, of course, ensures that the roads are safe for all drivers and that each driver gets to their own destination in one piece. The driving in Roblox is no different. While some people may think that driving in a video game should be easier, that's not always the case. Also, it seems as though some players feel that driving poorly in a video game will have zero consequences. But as it turns out, bad driving can affect everyone in the game and not just the driver. In this clip, it appears as though several drivers in white cars are attempting to make a jump on a winding road. The first car takes off down the strip of road, but chokes when it comes to making the jump. As the other cars wait patiently, the driver simply drives back and forth on the road, attempting to get their car situated. After several minutes of waiting, the other cars attempt the jump, but due to the first car blocking the road, they fail miserably, which causes one poor player to fall to their doom. Who is the murderer? One game players certainly would not like to play in real life is a suspenseful game of Who's the Murderer. Sure, watching crime shows can be thrilling and entertaining, but no one really wants to be locked in a room with a murderer, even if it is some sort of twisted guessing game. In Roblox, players can play several different games wherein the two main goals are to stay alive and guess who the murderer really is. The player tasked with being the murderer has a knife and must take out the players without alerting the rest of the group to their true identity. Clearly, there are several layers to this game, which makes it exciting for all players. However, sometimes it's not that easy to choose who the murderer is. Other times, you can judge an avatar by its looks. In this scene, several players are standing around in a hallway. The main player wonders if the creepy guy with the fangs and the red eyes is the murderer in this scenario. As he looks around the room, the fanged man creepily sprints across the room and stabs one of the players, causing the main player to scream, "He's the murderer!" as his camera fades to black. What do you think of our list? Anything we forgot to add? Well, why not tell us what the funniest thing you've ever seen or done on Roblox? Let us know in the comment section below, and don't forget to click that subscribe button so that you can watch more videos from our playlist. Thanks for watching.